What would it take for you to walk away from your dream job? Picture this. A recruiter slides a check across the table with more zeros than you have ever seen in your life, a number so large that it eclipses the lifetime earnings of most Fortune 500 CEOs. We are not talking about a hypothetical scenario. This is reality. At this very moment, Meta, the powerhouse formerly known as Facebook and the architect behind Instagram, WhatsApp, and the metaverse, has reportedly been dangling signing bonuses in the realm of $100 million to woo the sharpest minds in artificial intelligence. But here is the twist that has stunned the entire tech world. Even with these jaw-dropping offers, many top engineers are still saying no. Let us step back and take a broader look. The world is in the midst of an artificial intelligence talent war, unlike anything the technology sector has ever witnessed. Forget the dot-com boom or the early days of Silicon Valley. This new battle is not just about building the next big app or launching a killer piece of hardware. It is a no-holds-barred race for human brainpower, the kind of intellect that can write the code, build the algorithms, and ultimately shape the future of civilization itself. Consider this. In the United States alone, the median salary for an artificial intelligence engineer has skyrocketed to $160,000 as of the second quarter of 2025. That is just the midpoint. At the upper echelons, especially for those with experience in foundational models, natural language processing, or computer vision, compensation packages routinely soar into the 7 or even 8-figure range when you factor in bonuses, equity, and stock options. And yet, the money keeps getting bigger. Why? Because the demand for artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists has exploded by 41% in just the past year, while the supply of qualified candidates has shrunk by 12%. This has created a classic economic scenario, a seller's market where the rarest and most valuable commodity is not gold, oil, or even data, it is talent. Nowhere is this battle more intense than in Silicon Valley, the traditional beating heart of global technology. This region alone is home to about 35% of the entire world's artificial intelligence talent. Startups, tech giants, and venture-backed labs are all fishing in the same talent pool. But even with Silicon Valley's legendary resources, its venture capital, its lavish perks, its armies of recruiters, the hunger for new hires is insatiable. Industry analysts now warn that by as soon as the year 2027, there will be a 60% shortfall in artificial intelligence graduates compared to what the market needs. The pipeline is simply not keeping up. This has forced companies to pull out all the stops, forget standard salaries. The new normal includes non-traditional pay packages, multi-million-dollar sign-on bonuses, massive equity grants, unlimited vacation, and perks like access to private jets or luxury retreats. Ryan Colucci, a leading compensation expert, put it bluntly, non-traditional pay packages are now the norm. It is the Wild West out there. In this environment, even established tech companies are starting to panic about how to hold on to their best people. Meta's acquisition of Scale AI was not just a business deal, it was a declaration of intent. Scale AI, a company renowned for its data annotation and infrastructure, is a critical piece in the artificial intelligence supply chain. By bringing Scale AI into its fold, Meta sent a clear signal to rivals like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Anthropic. The gloves are off. According to Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, Meta now considers OpenAI its primary competitor in the race for artificial intelligence dominance. In a candid interview on YouTube, Altman revealed, "I have heard that Meta thinks of us as their biggest competitor, and it is rational for them to keep trying. Their current artificial intelligence efforts have not worked as well as they hoped, and I respect their being aggressive and continuing to try new things." But when Altman was asked about Meta's recent hiring tactics, his answer sent shockwaves through the industry. "They started making these giant offers to a lot of people on our team," he said, like $100 million signing bonuses, and even more than that in total compensation per year. "I am really happy that, at least so far, none of our best people have decided to take them up on that." These numbers are mind-boggling. To put them in perspective, the average annual salary for a doctor in the United States is about $200,000. The President of the United States earns $400,000 per year. Yet, Meta is offering more than 200 times that amount just to sign on the dotted line. Over the past 3 years, major tech firms have poured tens of billions of dollars into artificial intelligence hardware, supercomputers, custom chips, research labs, hoping that, with the right people, they can unlock the next great leap forward. But for every engineer who jumps ship, countless others are choosing to stay put. And, as it turns out, their reasons have little to do with money. This leads us to the burning question at the heart of the conflict. Can you actually buy true innovation? Or, put differently, does a culture of purpose, collaboration, and mission matter more than a few extra zeros in your bank account? Sam Altman is adamant that the answer is yes. If we succeed at building a special culture, he says, then everybody will do great, financially and otherwise. It is incentive aligned with mission first. This is not just talk. OpenAI has cultivated an environment that emphasizes curiosity, intellectual honesty, and a sense of shared destiny. The pitch is simple: work here, and you will change the world. But not everyone is convinced. Andrew Ng, a legendary figure in machine learning and founder of Landing AI, has repeatedly warned that the artificial intelligence talent shortage is not just an inconvenience, it is a handbrake on progress. We need more accessible education, he insists. In his view, the current state of affairs threatens to stall the pace of innovation, as only a handful of companies can afford to play in this high-stakes game. Meanwhile, Fei-Fei Li, the co-director of Stanford's Human-Centered AI Institute, has called for a democratization of artificial intelligence education, arguing that unless we broaden access, the next generation of innovators will come exclusively from privileged backgrounds. And there is data to support these concerns. According to a recent survey, 72% of artificial intelligence professionals say they prioritize company values and ethics over pure financial compensation. This is a staggering figure considering the sums involved. It suggests that, for many, the chance to contribute to something meaningful, a safer, fairer, more transparent artificial intelligence, outweighs even the most extravagant paychecks. Meta's strategy may be clear: money talks, but it is not clear that money always wins. So what are the broader implications if this race to the top continues unchecked? On one hand, the battle for artificial intelligence minds could ignite a golden age of innovation. Imagine teams of the world's smartest engineers, backed by nearly unlimited resources, racing to solve the most complex problems humanity has ever faced. Artificial intelligence has already begun to transform medicine, enabling early cancer detection and drug discovery at speeds that would have been unimaginable a decade ago. In climate science, machine learning models are being used to predict extreme weather events, optimize renewable energy grids, and design carbon capture technologies. And in fundamental research, artificial intelligence is helping scientists unlock the mysteries of protein folding, quantum computing, and even the origins of the universe. But there is another side to this coin. As salaries soar into the tens of millions, smaller companies, academic labs, and even entire countries risk being left behind. 72% of small and medium-sized enterprises now report that they struggle to compete for artificial intelligence talent due to compensation. This creates a dangerous concentration of expertise within a handful of tech behemoths: Meta, OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon, who, in turn, can shape the direction of artificial intelligence research and deployment according to their own priorities. The aggressive poaching of talent and sky-high compensation offers can also have a corrosive effect on company cultures. As Sam Altman cautions, if you focus on money over mission, you risk losing what makes your team special. When engineers start to feel like mercenaries rather than visionaries, the alchemy of collaborative, values-driven work can evaporate. This is not just a theoretical risk. In the wake of Meta's most recent hiring spree, several former employees described an atmosphere of relentless competition, where trust and camaraderie were sacrificed for the sake of short-term gains. In contrast, organizations like OpenAI, DeepMind, and Anthropic have doubled down on fostering inclusive and mission-driven cultures, emphasizing transparency, intellectual humility, and the ethical stewardship of artificial intelligence. There are also profound ethical consequences at stake. Without a diverse and inclusive workforce, artificial intelligence systems risk perpetuating biases, amplifying inequalities, and undermining public trust. Fei-Fei Li has argued that democratizing access to artificial intelligence education is essential for building a future in which artificial intelligence serves humanity as a whole, not just the interests of the wealthiest or most powerful. We must ensure that the next generation of innovators comes from all backgrounds, she insists. Similarly, Yoshua Bengio, one of the godfathers of deep learning, champions open collaboration and open source initiatives as a way to accelerate research and broaden participation. And the risks do not end there. Darius Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, has issued a stark warning. If government and society are unprepared for the widespread deployment of artificial intelligence, unemployment rates could surge to as high as 20%, wiping out half of all entry-level white-collar jobs. The economic and social fallout from such a scenario would be unprecedented. It would require a complete rethinking of education, job training, and the social safety net. So, what practical lessons can we draw from all this? First, it is important to recognize that the artificial intelligence talent war is not just a Silicon Valley saga. Its effects are rippling across industries, geographies, and communities worldwide. The United States National Artificial Intelligence Initiative projects that 200,000 new jobs will be created in artificial intelligence over the next few years. For students, workers, and even mid-career professionals, the single best investment you can make right now may be in artificial intelligence literacy. As Demis Hassabis, the founder of DeepMind, says, the future belongs to those who embrace multidisciplinary skills, combining coding, ethics, creativity, and strategic thinking. Businesses, meanwhile, must adapt to survive and thrive. Competing in this landscape does not mean matching Meta's $100 million bonuses. Instead, it means building a mission-driven culture, prioritizing values, and fostering an environment where everyone feels empowered to learn and grow. The data is clear. Companies that invest in upskilling their teams see project success rates jump by 25%. Some of the most innovative startups have found creative ways to attract and retain talent by offering ownership stakes, flexible remote work arrangements, and opportunities for personal growth. It is also worth noting that the rise of remote work has fundamentally changed the artificial intelligence labor market. Remote roles now attract 3 times more applicants than traditional office-based positions, opening the door for talent from every corner of the globe. This trend could help level the playing field, allowing smaller companies and emerging economies to tap into expertise that was previously out of reach. However, managing distributed teams comes with its own set of challenges, from ensuring effective communication to maintaining a strong sense of shared purpose. For individuals outside the technology sector, understanding the dynamics of the artificial intelligence talent war can offer valuable insights into which companies, industries, or even regions are poised to surge ahead. The artificial intelligence arms race is not just about who can build the most advanced algorithms. It is about who can attract, develop, and inspire the brightest minds. As we look to the future, the central question remains, can money alone win the innovation race? The evidence, based on the decisions of today's top engineers, suggests otherwise. Culture, mission, and values are proving just as powerful as any paycheck. In fact, here is a revealing fact. Despite Meta's astonishing offers, the median artificial intelligence engineer in the United States still earns $160,000, a number that, while impressive, is a world away from the headlines. The real superpower in artificial intelligence is finding a team and a mission that you believe in. The artificial intelligence talent war is far from over. In fact, it is only just beginning. The winners will be those who align ambition with ethics and innovation with purpose. The future of artificial intelligence is not being forged solely in boardrooms or server farms, but in classrooms, home offices, and research labs scattered across the globe. Collaboration, knowledge sharing, and a commitment to responsible innovation will be the defining traits of the next era. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, now is the time to invest in learning, adapt to new challenges, and ask tough questions about where this technology and its creators are heading. Whether you are a student, a professional, or just a curious observer, one thing is clear. The choices we make today about what we value and who we reward will shape the future of artificial intelligence for decades to come. So, what about you? Would you choose mission over money or money over mission? What would convince you to leave your dream job or to stay and help build something bigger than yourself? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the forces shaping our global future, be sure to subscribe and join us as we explore the unfolding